Hey guys, it's Smokey here. First off, I'm sorry, I'm sicker than shit. I don't know if it's going from 70 degrees in the morning to, 32 degrees this tonight or what have you from last night, but I feel like shit. But I'm still going to make a video discussing politics today is going to be our topic. And sorry if I sound like shit, and if you can't understand me, I apologize in advance for that. I'm gonna try to speak as clear as I can with a good voice that I can. But what we're gonna be talking about is everybody's starting to worry about is them taxing everything. Okay, don't fret. Don't be upset. Hey, that rhyme. Look at that. Yeah. Don't worry too much about the tax thing. Everybody's freaking out about it. But all in all they can do is tax the store because of the fact that let's take our first example of juice. What is juice made of? Vegetable glycerin, propylene glycol, and food flavors, food grade flavors rather. Okay, they're not going to tax that. Why? Because it's not made for e-liquid. That's not what it's produced for. That is what we use it for. Vegetable glycerin and propylene glycol are not made for vaping. Well, take a step back and look at it. They weren't made for vaping. That is what we use them for now, but that is not what their purposes were when they were created and put on the shelves at CVS and Walgreens and Walmart and all that crap. So they're only going to be able to tax the vape stores that are LLCs, vape shops, by selling liquid that is already pre-done. But as far as if you make your own liquid or anything of the sorts like that, or you just purchase it off of people out of UVG or any other group or online groups, they ain't going to be able to touch any of that. They're really only going to be able to hit your vape shops that are actual store businesses with a physical address. Okay? If y'all don't know, I do work 712s, and one thing that I like to do as a hobby is read up on laws and everything like that. I love the law. I love seeing how much shit Obama's screwing up. That's, you got to learn about that. Baby clouds because of my throat. So baby clouds. I like baby clouds. Okay, next thing we're going to be looking at. These boxes right here. I'm sure a lot of you can tell me what these boxes are made for. These boxes are what you call stomp boxes or electrical boxes. They are made for stomp boxes for pedals for guitars. They're made to hold electrical as a bypass box for electrical or anything of the sorts like that. That's what they are. They're Hammond 1590B electrical boxes. Are they made for box mods? No, they're not. They're made for a completely separate purpose, as Hammond manufacturers been making them for years and years and years before vaping was even thought of. So, that's one thing that you got to look at. These batteries are 18650s. They have other purposes besides vaping as well. Is the government going to punish other people that use 18650 batteries for different purposes besides vaping? Knowing our government, they probably will. But that's besides the point of the question here. Switches have been around since, we needed switches. So, that's another thing. Excuse me. Sleds are being 3D printed now off of 3D printers. They ain't going to go around and tax every person with a 3D printer about printing these. Excuse me, I'm sorry about that. They're not going to go around and start taxing people with 3D printers just because they make these sleds. MOSFETs and resistors, which I got down in here, those are made for completely different purposes as well before we started using them in mods. So this is something that you have to sit back and take in before you freak out about. It might affect your local vape shop. Their prices might go up, their taxes might go up. That is true. I'm not saying that ain't gonna happen, but if you're smart and you know your ways around all this, like we're about to start selling box mods, and our prices are gonna be cheap, and there's no taxes on them. We're gonna send them out for cheaper than hell with free shipping, and there's not gonna be tax on it. So the box itself might cost $60 to $80 depending on if it's dipped or anything like that. That's it. There's nothing else to pay. And juice cheaper than hell too. So There's different ways around it. And I see, these waffles that y'all are having, there ain't gonna be taxes on that shit either. Now, where they're getting the items for the waffle might be a local vape shop, so they might have to figure out somewhere else to get their stuff for their waffles at. But I just wanted to go over this for y'all, and these batteries are dead. So I gotta change batteries. I just wanted to go over this just to give people more of an insight before y'all start freaking out about this, these whole bills that are about to start passing. And are they going to fully pass? I'm not 100% sure. It's honestly, sadly looking like it's going to pass until the FDA and shit steps in. And, there's been so many false reports, especially since Philip Morris has funded most of these reports and most of these researches. Philip Morris is one of the leading tobacco companies that's out there right now, so they have been, pursuing getting vaping to stop, and that's not a lie, because they're not making any money off of vaping. They're losing a shitload of money off of vaping. But I hope this video has brought you a better insight as to, especially if it does pass, what can you do to get around it. Well, shopping from people online is going to be one way to get around it, or starting your own. I mean, starting your own juices and making your own mods and, things of that nature is something else that you can do. Or just purchasing them from eBay, or purchase them from the UVG group itself, from people that are selling them. There's always ways to get around things, and this is what we like to call loopholes, and I love loopholes. Loopholes are my best friends in the world. But I ain't going to be able to do my vape on my friends thing, but either way, stay safe, and with no batteries in it, vape on, my friends, because I'm sick and it hurts to vape. Yeah, just like that. See ya.